There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Grasshoppers too. Look at this. Grasshopper surprise, guys. Look at these turtles and how excited they are. Look at this. There you go. What's going on here? Hey, what are you doing? Say hello to everyone. This whole group was rescued from the New York City food market in Chinatown. There he goes. Where you going, Bobby Rubino? I've got a little bit of nasty poop water here. Bobby Rubino seems to be on the mend. Ah, don't be camera shy. What's up, people? Kenan here, hanging out in Guapo and Lola's enclosure. They're having a little treat. They're getting their meal in, a little dinner for these guys. But you'll also notice running around here, we've got some of my favorite box turtles in the world, the Chinese box turtles. They're hanging out, and I wanted to do a video today of two of my pretty much the least maintenance turtles and tortoises that I have. When it comes to temperatures, these guys are easy peasy. As long as it doesn't get down to freezing, these guys are gonna do just fine. Now today, we're gonna feed them some of our Fluker canned soldier worms. We're gonna give them some gourmet crickets. We're also gonna give them some grasshoppers from Fluker. I really love that these guys have been hooking me up. I'm excited to see how they like this stuff. It's my first time giving them the soldier worms and these canned crickets, but this is gonna be perfect because these guys happen to be omnivores. Look at that, soldier worms. It's basically a fly larva. Let's see if they get a whiff of this stuff. Here comes one right now. Maybe this little turd will get on over here and have a little bite to eat. The other cool thing is if one of my Cuban rock iguanas, there's a little guy right there. Hi, buddy. If one of my Cuban rock iguanas winds up eating some of this, it's not going to hurt them. Even though they're mostly vegetarians. Come here, look what I got. Sometimes you got to just take them and plop them right in to see what they do. Let's see. Do you like those worms? Come on. Oh yeah, that's good stuff. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. They're going on that. Let's open up these grasshoppers too. Look at this. Grasshopper surprise, guys. And this is a really cool, I prefer to feed them like this because the live prey is kind of difficult for me to keep alive here in Florida because it gets so hot. Now, like I said, I'm not going to freak out if she gets a little bit of this. Let's see if she wants a little insect. I don't know. What do you think? You going to have a little insect? Yeah, she's going to try it out. They'll do that every now and again, believe it or not. They don't pass up protein, especially if it's easy to acquire, like having it dished out in front of you. But look at these turtles and how excited they are at having some of this food put out on a tray for them. So like I said, it's the first time that I'm using this this product, but I have used their canned river shrimp for my water turtles. These guys would eat it as well, but look at this, their noses are amazing. These little turtles have incredible sense of smell, and before too long they're all going to be over here, and I'm sure they're all going to be chomping down on this awesome diet. So this is a really great way. If you don't have the ability to keep live crickets, you can get these crickets in a can, grasshoppers in a can. They do mealworms in a can, soldier worms, river shrimp. I'm sure I'm missing something else, but it's good stuff. Mealworms, did I say mealworms? They do that in a can also. Look at this. There you go. So this is really cool. And it's a good way for me to give these Asian box turtles, these Chinese box turtles, some of their protein requirements. So it's really awesome. Let's just see if here they come. They're behind me. They're everywhere. They're gonna start coming out. Oh, one's crawling on my foot. What's up? Come on, guys. Here, don't be shy. Get on over there. Once they smell it, the party is gonna be on. Come on, guys. I put some food out for you. And it's just interesting to see her. She's having a little nibble just on those soldier worms. Oh, there's a cricket, a little grasshopper for her. So yeah, let her try it out. Can't hurt her. Little bit of protein, even on a herbivore, is not going to be a problem. You see how she's not really going crazy about it. She's just kind of nibbling a little bit. And old friend and reptile guru Tom Crutchfield will often say, oh, look at this, they're fighting. Will often say to feed your cyclora a rat or mouse every now and again, as it does help them out. It boosts their vitamin intake, and it helps them be more robust before laying. So it's strange, right? You think of herbivores as strictly herbivores, but some of these lizards will take and make use of animal protein when it is available to them. Same thing with some tortoises. Tortoises will nibble on some animal protein as well, including the next species we're going to be talking about today. So we're going to head on over to the elongated tortoises here in a moment. I just want to watch these guys eat a little bit more. Meanwhile, Guapo is up there finishing off his pellets. So this is really cool. I'm excited. Come on. Don't be shy, man. You guys got to wake up and get over here before it's all gone. There's another one way over there. So when they see me, usually they come out and they get to it. Wow, they're really loving those grasshoppers though. So you guys, if you do purchase this, these crickets, Fluker's crickets in a can, or Cano crickets, it comes with a lid that you can put back on, and you just peel this all the way off, put that plastic lid back on, and then you can refrigerate these guys after opening. So you don't have to feed the whole can. But I have so many turtles, they'll go through a couple of cans pretty quick. So I've been fortunate that Fluker has sent me cases and cases of this stuff. It's a big help, and I appreciate their support. They've really been just a great partner for the last year. And I'm excited that we're gonna go through another year together because it's been such a big help for me with all these diets that they have. So that's exciting, man, and I'm super psyched that I could pass along this info to you guys. You can see the animals love it. You could try it with some of your lizards, try it with some of the turtles. It's definitely a good way to get that food out there. Look at how they go, man. That is so awesome. They tear it all up. So they're getting a whole prey item without you having to do all the hard work of keeping these guys alive, meaning the crickets and worms and so on. Down here in Florida, very tough to keep crickets going because it gets so hot. Hey, let's get this turtle over here. Come on. Come on. Come sniff it out. There you go. All they have to do is smell it, and then they should get interested in it. Let's see. She might be scared. I don't know. This one's certainly coming out. It's like turtle see, turtle do. Here comes another one. Really awesome. All right, let's move on to our next group. We got to feed them as well. So we're going to do that. That's what we do around here. We feed turtles and make them happy. Feed animals and make them happy. All right, I stepped in a little iguana poop on my sandal. It's always fun. It smells interesting. Hazards, working hazards, workplace hazard. Well, who else? What's going on here? Hey, what are you doing? Say hello to everyone. You already ate. I just fed him a bunch of chicks, but he's doing well. Oh, and by the way, stay tuned because I am going to go inside and give you an update on Bobby Rubino. Really excited about him. I think he's doing better. All right, let's get going. So I wanted to take this time to talk about two turtles that have done very well, turtle species, or tortoise species, that have done very well for me down here in Florida. As you know, we've had a tough winter. But the two animals that I worry the least about are the Chinese box turtles, because they can take cold temps and they'll just burrow down into the soil. And, of course, the elongated tortoises. Both make great pets. They stay small. And if you live in northern climates but want an exotic animal that you can bring in during the winter, look at this. These guys smelled the tortoise chow while I was inside with the other guys. So let's go ahead and start throwing some of this out. I should have actually got rid of these prior, so I'll have to pull these out when I leave, but here they come. I love these guys. This is full size. You're looking at full-size elongated tortoises. They also call them the yellow-headed turtle or yellow-headed tortoise in Asia. They are endangered. You'll find these in the food markets often. In fact, this whole group was rescued from the New York City food market in Chinatown back in the 90s. They all came out of Vietnam. They were rescued by a gentleman named Richard August, and now they live here with me. And they've been here oh gosh, since about 2009. So these guys have been long-term captives. We have 23 of them in here. I also have a group that belong to another friend of mine in with these cherry head tortoises, and they can commingle, which is fine. Let's just give these guys a little food as well while I'm out here. I like to get my chores done while I do a video and explain to everyone what's going on. So we'll just do this real quick. These guys, like I said, real easy to maintain. They love, oh, there's a squirrel that wants some of this chow right here. But all I got to do is chuck the chow on the leaves, and these guys, their noses are so good, they're going to sniff it out and they're going to have a feed. So why I like them: they may not be the most colorful tortoise, but they are definitely personable. They're friendly. They stay small. They have really attractive young. Their babies are just very beautiful and highly variable in color, where they have really light markings or no markings at all, almost blonde completely. So they're a very, very variable species when it comes to, you know, that coloration. Also, their Latin name is Indotestudo, which means basically you can find Indotestudo as a genus from India all the way down into Indonesia, Southeast Asia. They have a very wide range in the world, or where that part of the world where they're from, and they're hardy. So why do these guys do so well in cooler temperatures? And they do well in cooler temperatures because they have such a wide range. And there are a few different species of Indotestudo. There's the Travancore tortoise, the Forstens tortoise, really, really cool animals. But the elongated tortoise can be found at elevation. So they can take cooler temperatures. Just because you're near the equator does not mean you don't reach cool temperatures once you go up in elevation. During the breeding season, oh my God, why are you biting his neck? Don't bite her neck. The males' heads will turn pink. And breeding season here in Florida usually occurs sometime around end of July into August, with egg laying commencing September all the way till about December. And they'll multi-clutch, so they'll lay different clutches of eggs. Usually they're laying 2 to 3 eggs, but I have gotten clutches as high as 6. So it depends on the size and how many follicles she has on her ovaries, how many egg follicles. So really, really interesting species. Love high humidity. They like when it rains, and they also love to be in canopy. And these are the mango trees that will drop fruit come June. They all can eat the fruit. They eat a wide range of different, you know, they'll eat worms, they'll eat snails, they'll eat, you know, decaying or dead animal, which is commonly called carrion. They'll eat fruit, they'll eat broad leafy greens. So I like them for captivity because of their size and their diet. They eat a wide variety of different foods. And if you live up north, you obviously don't want to leave them out in freezing temperatures. They will die. They do not hibernate, but they are hardy enough to survive temperatures into the upper 40s for a very short period of time. Talking about 1 or 2 nights, as long as the temps get back up into the high 70s during the day. And here in Florida, that is definitely a possibility. So, okay, we did that. Let's go ahead and move along so I can show you guys what's going on with Bobby Rubino. But you know what? Do you guys mind if I stop real quick and throw a little bit more food out for these characters? I do love them. So let's get these cherry heads going. We'll give them some food. They're out and about. They smell it. I don't like to get them worked up and then have them let down. I don't want to be a letdown to my children. So when they come out and say hello to me, I like to give them a little treat. Look at them poking out. Awesome, man. So I'm going to go ahead and finish feeding, but we'll pick right back up inside with Bobby Rubino. See you in a minute. All right, so as promised, I want to show you what's going on with Bobby Rubino. This is what's going on, man. Today we had a breakthrough. He pooped. I'm also bringing him to the vet here in a little bit. And he went ahead and he had a nice little bowel movement. First one I've seen in a while, but there he is. Robert Rubino, come here. He ate a little bit of a mouse earlier today, little pinky. So I'm happy about that, because what was happening is this guy was not going to the bathroom, man. And that makes sense because if he had some kind of bacterial issue in his lower GI or upper GI or wherever the bacteria went, what happens is they start to create tiny little ulcers in his smooth muscles, which are involuntary muscles that help push the food through the alimentary canal. Good old peristalsis. And so that kind of shuts down. It slows him down, and it's painful because there's a little ulcers. It's like a bug. It's a literal creature that's living in him, and it's eating away at him. So what's good though is Bobby Rubino seems to be on the mend. So I'm gonna go. I've got a little bit of nasty poop water here. That is where he pooped. He pooped in his water bowl. I cleaned it immediately, but he ate a little bit today, not really, still not as coordinated as I'd like him to be, but he's moving in and out of different thermal gradients, which is very good. And, bright eyes, bushy-tailed, well, not really bushy-tailed, but you know what? He looks like he might pull through, which makes me extremely happy because I love the little dude and I want to make sure we do everything we can. Been giving him his antibiotics. We stopped with metronidazole or Flagyl, and hopefully his fecal will come back negative, but we're going to get more food in him, fatten him up, get him a little bit more lively, and make sure he's drinking and soaking and doing all that good stuff. So I wanted to end with a little info on Bobby because I know you guys were concerned about him, especially my Patreon friends who witnessed him acting like a lunatic on Monday when he was real bound up and constipated. So I wound up giving him something called lactulose, which helped move all that stuff through his body. It's a bit of a laxative, and don't worry, my friends that were on the live on Patreon, he is on the mend. So there you go. Happy news, everybody. Thanks so much for joining me today. Hope you learned a little bit about two of the turtles I love to have down here in Florida because they're so darn easy. They may be easy for you up north, and they are both exotic species that don't get big. They're a lot of fun to work with. And of course, Bobby Rubino is chilling. And since we're here, how is our sexy little Inky? Oh, there she is. Let's see Inky real quick. And then I'm going to sign off, people. Inky's having a sleep. All right, we'll let her sleep. I don't want to wake her up. She's so cute. Anyway, all right, folks. Thanks so much for joining me. Go on over to patreon.com/Kamp Kenan if you would like to join me on those lives where you get to see some behind the scenes and a little bit more of an intimate conversation between you and I. And there you go. Like and subscribe, comment below. See you guys. Bye. There he goes. Look at him go. Look at him go. Where are you going, Bobby Rubino? Look at him go. Holy smokes. That's a lot of energy from this guy. He's still a little wacky and wonky. So I don't know, man. What is happening?